Hello guys, and welcome back to Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. Today we are going to be tackling Glasdar Tower, and I still get confused to this day in this one, but I think I have a good idea of how to go about this one. But this is a gigantic tower, so we are just going to do our best to navigate it. First of all, there's treasure on both sides. But this is a really nice tower, and as usual, we're going to be smoke balling our way through here, and sweet water. So I did some organization, so my spells and stuff are in different places, so hopefully that should help. Okay, and there's treasure on this side as well. Okay. So now we should be able to go here and go up. Okay, we are running. Apparently I picked up an extra item along the way. Let me just drop down here. Okay, so we are going to have to access that a different way. As you can see, there's a portal there, but there's no return. Okay, so first of all, there's a treasure in this room. And I just sold a whole bunch of loot, so that should actually help us. But that's the stair we just came down. We cannot reach the treasure from here just yet. Okay, so we are going to continue up. There's nothing this way, just to kind of wants us to waste our time looking in areas that don't have anything. So, okay, so we're in sweet water again. I don't have very many of those left, but that's okay. Okay, so now this is a big giant line of buildings, and not a lot of this goes anywhere really. So go back one. Second floor hallway of Glasdar Tower. So I believe that this next one over here is the one that we actually need. Right here. Okay, so there is a treasure over here. Got some winged lions. Those actually aren't that bad to kill. Just trying to preserve our HP and MP. This is quite a large tower, as I mentioned. But the enemies, not too bad, really. I did bring some high potions and some magic, just in case. As you see, they go down in a few hits. We can't afford to be reckless, and Lufia learned Sunder. Okay, we're gonna sort that right now. Sunder does not need to be on the very end, so... Sunder we'll put up here, so it'll be right behind Blast. That should be good. This Lufia's only 5 points off, so... But over here is a treasure. And we're really we've learned all the spells, just about all of them that we want. Okay, so now we're going to stay in this room and go down and around. As you can see, Sunder is that spell. It hits pretty hard. You can't help it, you are going to be ambushed at one point or another. So, stay in this room and go down and around. I have had the Glooms kill one or two of my party members, but not all of them at once. But they have killed my hero and Lufia, one right after another. So I'm not even going to mess with Glooms, even though they are easy to kill. Okay, so now this room is not that bad. Let me just heal real quick. Okay, so first we're going to go to the left. And I am just going to keep on that sweet water, so we don't have any more. Okay, treasure over here. Okay, got a revive. That is always welcome. I don't think this will actually take us anywhere. Nope. Okay, so now we can go... to the other side of the room. Man, I'm actually glad I picked up a revive. Okay, there's a treasure over here. Because a revive, just in case Jaren dies, we don't have to waste a miracle. And there's a mine gourd. Okay. Really cool design for being this old of a game. Okay, so we're gonna head up. So now we're on the 3rd floor. And then we are going to go to the left 2 rooms. And then we're going to go down. So 1, 2. So this is the next room. And this is why it gets so confusing, is because it can take you to the wrong room. And this one does pretty much look identical. But they just take you all over. But this actually is a redirect. So we actually did go backwards. My apologies. And that is the gimmick of this tower, is you're going to waste so much time actually going through this than you are actually being able to navigate this tower. But that should have worked. So skip this one and go to the next. And that should have been the right one. That I don't understand, but only one of these is the real door. Aha, okay, so it was just one over, my apologies. So we're gonna go down to this room here. But that's pretty much the gimmick, is you gotta find the door, or you have to start all the way back on the floor. So this should be the only item here, another revive. And there should be some stairs in this next door. Okay, so now we can go up and proceed. Okay. You see we have our first elemental enemy. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, we might be a little bit turned around here. I do not recognize this room at all, actually. Well, that is the gimmick of Glasdar, though. You are going to get lost. I think I know where I'm at, though. If I remember where the treasure is, so that could save us. Okay. So I do apologize. Okay, so we're gonna ignore this. Oh no. As you can see, we picked up another ring for our collection. And that was quick. Okay, so that's the room we came in right here. So if we go up, we will be, I believe, at a dead end. So we need to go around to this side right here. Okay, give me a second to put some sweet water on. Yeah. So we're going to go up right here. And you're going to see this side now has barricades. So if we went to the other side, it would have been a dead end. But this side, we can cross over one. So there's going to be an item all the way down. There's going to be a set of stairs, and there's going to be an item on the left. Okay, even though the sweet water is active, we are still getting this absolute swamped with encounters. Okay, so now we are in the big Glasdar room. So, there is... I don't believe there's anything down here. I think there's a portal. Yeah, portal. Okay. so we're on the right track. So we're going to want to take this one up. And then we're going to hop over here. Because we obviously can't go that way. And we can't go that way. Okay. So, there is going to be a portal up here. Actually, that is going to be if you want to farm enemies while you're here. This is a great place for us. But the room on the right contains this portal. The dragon's not bad. But if you want to farm, over here is now going to be your health and your spell. So if you want to farm for a little bit, get stronger, be my guest. This is pretty much your last area to farm in, other than the final fortress itself. So now we are going to go this way. And here is a set of stairs. Okay. There is quite a bit of treasure actually still. So this is a puzzle, actually. The red carpet switch returns the 3 to normal again. Three switches decide the warp. Which one goes to the Fortress of Doom? Okay, so obviously that is the puzzle right there. So there's a few combinations here. So being very, very careful here. Let me just carefully examine my notes and I will explain this. Okay, so these go through warp portals throughout the entire tower, and you do have to walk back up. So I'm going to spare you the walking back up part, but the first one will take us down. We also can go up, and we can proceed with a warp point, but there are a bunch of fake ones. So for now, just push the first switch and warp. Now we're on the first platform. We got the stun arrow. So we're gonna have to go all the way back up. Meet you there. Okay, so we are back at the top. So next combination is nothing. So if you want, if you would like to go ahead and go to the treasure next to that, you do nothing. And then that's going to be a, what is that one going to be? Just in case you're wondering, it is a miracle. I probably should show you how to go to the correct path. And we're going to want a very specific combination, and that is going to be right here through the middle. That's progression. So you step on that and you just go through, and you will progress up the tower. But if you want to grab that miracle, you can. But basically, there is a treasure room that I don't think we can reach without actually, without going to another combination. And I will show you guys that one real quick. So, the combination to that treasure room, I believe, is going to be these two down here. Whoops. It does not want me to show you the combinations. And then this one. And then that should take us to a big treasure room. Guys, stop. Like 3 encounters in 5 seconds. Okay, so there's a treasure right here. So, got a miracle. So, we should be able to go up and over, but you can fall down. I don't know where this actually will drop you out of. So, and we should be able to go over, and this should be a huge treasure room. Yes, massive treasure room. And I'm okay with leaving that one miracle behind. Obviously, I've got enough. But if you were going to do that, get the other miracle, then you would just basically not push anything and step on the teleport, and it'll take you to the miracle. You'll be all the way at the bottom of the tower again, but as you can see, we're halfway down the tower right now anyway. So we need to head back up. I will meet you there, and that is all the major treasures in here. I did miss the one miracle, but that's okay. And so I'm going to meet you back up there, and then we will be ready to proceed. Okay, I am back up here. So like I said, you just step through the middle and walk right on through, and that is the final combination, and that will take us to a different room. So be careful not to drop in there. And then we're going to go up, and we're going to go over. Now this is the top of the tower. So there's a boss over here. So I hope you guys are ready. Alright. So here are the Sinistrals. Sort of. This is one of their servants. Agent of Deus. Okay, so, pretty cool looking boss, actually. We're gonna mess him up royally, but pretty cool. So let's go ahead and start with our strongest spells. So I just learned Vulcan with Jaren. And then I learned Sunder with Lufia recently. So Sunder is a great spell. These are spells you saw at the beginning of the game. We're just going to try them out. Sunder's not doing great. So next we move on to physical attacks, and we're going to use a boost with Jaren, and we're going to try water. Water not doing anything. Physical attacks are king right now, so if Blizzard does not work, we stop using magic. Okay, so it is a physical attack only. We're going to use Lufia, and we are also going to use Jaren to heal our physical attackers. as well as we're going to use Jaren to apply the magic mirror. That way, we can reflect this guy's spells back at him. So we can also drain, I believe, their defense points. Is it? Yes. That might also help. If you see, we caught him with his own spell. Doesn't do much damage, but not to them anyway. But any little bit helps, actually. So let's get that magic mirror going on Lufia now. You can still heal through a magic mirror, so don't make that mistake. And then we're gonna get that magic mirror going on Agaro. Okay. So watch the screen carefully in between to see if anybody loses the magic mirror. And then finally, magic mirror on Jaren. Now he's going to take 4 hits of damage instead of just off of the one person. So that's why we hit everybody with the magic mirror. And that was kind of my original plan with the Sinistrals. Cheese loses the magic mirror. So let's get that back up. Okay, Lufia. We're going to hit with Drain again. And then we're probably going to lose the mirror on Lufia next. And then we are going to reapply the mirror to Agaro. And then we'll reapply it to ourselves, and then we're doing pretty good. And that should be good on that for a few turns. Now we can try and drain some more defense points. But not really a super challenging fight all around. You just gotta kind of watch your HP and then keep that magic mirror going. Keep your party buffed up. See, instant death spell, not nice. I mean, that can hit, that's not good if it does. Let's get that mirror going back again, and then we'll go back in the circle. Alright, so get that magic mirror back on Lufia. Agaro is going to lose it, that's fine. Jaren does have the revive spell, so as you can see, if it hits, it can kill you. So we're just going to go ahead and bring them back, and then we're going to get some healing going on throughout here. It may kill him again, but that's fine. Sure did. So we're just going to do something simple here. We're going to put the mirror back on us, and then we're just going to do a miracle. Where are my miracles? Okay, let's get that mirror back on Aguro now. And then we are going to heal again. But pretty routine process, actually. Just keep you guys healed up, keep your physical attackers alive, and watch that mirror. Ooh, Vulcan. Nice. Pretty resilient to magic damage. Okay, Cheese lost the mirror. Aguro still got it though, so he's the one getting hit by it the most. Okay, let's get that mirror back on. Lufia's gonna lose it this turn. And that's the hard part about this guy. Okay, Lufia is good to go again. Let's make Aguro good. And then we'll hit us again. There we go. And that is the Agent of Deos. 50,000 experience point, but no gold, cheapskate. Defeated by mortals. How will I explain this to my master? I know, you shall be my gift. That's a bright light. Well, we kind of knocked everybody out. Lufia stole the dual blade. And she warped back to the Sinistrals. But it is true. Alright, just run off the tower. And we are Lufia-less. So we're going back to Pradaria. And we're just going to talk to Rail, and he should give us a clue as to where Doom Island ran off to. I do apologize for that super flashy light. Just north of the Tower of Grief. Falcon can get you there. Okay, the Tower of Grief. So that's next to Aris. So we're just gonna warp to Aris, make this easy on ourselves. Got these weak monsters. Yeah, let's fly. Tower of Grief, there's Doom Island. Now we can land here. So we got the Act Dragon and Fire Wave, so now the dragon is gold and a little bit stronger, actually. Where is my... There they are. So we are not going to challenge the Sinistrals yet, but this is the very same walk that Maxim took. But this is a really important place. You recognize this? The bottom of the shrine, this whole time, took us to Doom Island. You can save, which is a great idea. Now the door's open on the top, too. So we can come back whenever we want. So if you have adventures in the world that you would like to take care of, shops to go visit, items to stock up on, now is the time to do it. Because we can go back to Doom Island anytime we want via that shrine. So... you can tell Auguro is super slow on that attack. But I'm gonna go where this adventure all started. Back to Alekia. And I'm gonna rest at Roman's Inn. And we're gonna take a nice little nap, and when we wake up, we will go tackle the Fortress of Doom in the next episode.